One strength of the planning stage of the event is that we had to ensure that we planned for all circumstances and procedures that would take place in these circumstances. For example, if the weather was effective and dangerous to the route or participants, we would plan to reschedule the event for the next week when the weather forecast was appropriate. This was planned in order to maintain a safe environment for the event and reduce the risk of any incidents that may occur from dangerous weather, such as thunderstorms. One weakness of the event planning stage is that we did not plan for extreme hot conditions, meaning that we did not plan for any extra breaks to replenish sun cream. Therefore, we planned poorly, because we had to adapt the event while it was going on to include extra breaks, meaning that the event schedule was affected. Another strength of our event planning was that we planned to split the participants into 3 groups to make smaller groups so it was easier for the leaders to take control of their groups. This was a successful idea because it meant that the leader could focus on less people and engage with individuals from the group. This also made it easier to plan for any incidents that may occur during the event, as if an incident was to occur, it would only affect the group and not affect everyone participating, meaning that the event could still continue. Another weakness of the event planning stage is that we did not plan the schedule very accurately, and therefore the final group finished 30 minutes later than the planned time. This had negative effects on everyone involved. For example, the minibus used to transport the participants to and from the event had to wait 30 minutes later than expected, and therefore the parents of the children participating also had to wait an extra 30 minutes for the bus to arrive back, which was not ideal. During the event, I played 3 different roles in providing a successful event. The first role I played was a leader. I led my group through the event successfully by directing them through the route and motivating them to complete the event. Therefore, I would suggest that I was a good leader, and I proved my leadership skills by engaging with the group and helping to the finish line. I also believe that I was a good leader as I used my knowledge of the event from last year and delivered it to the group this year. For example, I advised them to bring a drink with them on their walk, so they maintained hydration. This is where I also took the role of the health and safety officer, as I ensured that all participants in my group brought with them sun cream and a drink. This was to maintain hydration throughout the event and protect their skin. Therefore, this shows that I was a good health and safety officer, as I was using my experience and knowledge to support the health and safety of the participants. I also decided to allow the participants extra breaks along the walk to allow them to drink their drinks and replenish their sun cream, to maintain protection of their skin and protect their health. Another decision I made in my role of health and safety officer was to provide the participants with food and drink at each station. This was so that participants who did not bring their own supplies could also re-energise and maintain hydration, therefore showing why I was a good health and safety officer. The third role which I played in the event was a first aider. One reason for me being a successful first aider was that I carried around my phone with me the whole event. This was so that if there was an emergency during the event which I could not deal with myself, I could contact the emergency services and get immediate attention to the participant. However, I could also be seen as a poor first aider as I forgot to carry around my first aid kit throughout the event. Therefore, if a participant picked up an injury during the event which needed treating, I would have been unable to treat them until we reached the next station. This shows me to be a poor first aider because I was careless and did not remember my equipment, which could put a participant in danger and therefore could be a risk to their safety during the event.